Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Thursday, May 7th, 2026, and you are tuned in to AI News This Week. We are unpacking a truly chaotic, absolutely high-density week of AI developments in today's explainer. If you thought the pace of artificial intelligence was maybe starting to slow down a bit, well, this past week just completely proved otherwise. We are seeing this massive acceleration in how these systems are built, regulated, and most importantly, how they're being deployed into the real world. But before we get totally lost in the weeds today, I want you to ask yourself a question. Is AI finally taking over Wall Street? I know, it sounds like a massive exaggeration. But as of this week, Anthropic's newest junior bankers, well, they don't need coffee, they definitely don't sleep, and they are entirely digital agents. Stick with me because in just a moment, we'll see exactly how they are automating the financial sector. And trust me, it is absolutely fascinating. All right, to make sense of all the chaos, here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with the big three foundational models, shift into a really fast-paced tool spotlight, slow things down for a VC and strategy deep dive, and then end with the most crucial part, the so what takeaway. Okay, let's dive right into section 1, the big three foundational model drops. Over the past 7 days, we have seen some major updates from the absolute titans of the industry, OpenAI, xAI, and Google. And what's super interesting is how each company is taking a completely distinct approach to the market. On one side, you've got OpenAI. On May 5th, they rolled out GPT-5.5 Instant, officially replacing 5.3 Instant as the new default under the hood for ChatGPT. Their absolute laser focus right now, slashing hallucinations. They're targeting high-stakes fields, think law, medicine, finance, all while keeping latency incredibly low. But then, on the other side, rolling out right around May 1st, you have xAI's Grok 4.3 taking a much more aggressive, highly creative path. They're deprecating their older variants and bringing in some robust tool calling, but the real showstoppers are their new Imagine agent mode for creative tasks, some crazy voice cloning capabilities, and really aggressive pricing. It's basically a battle over what you, the user, value more, clinical precision or creative, cost-effective utility. Now, wrap your head around this number, 256,000. That is the massive token context window for Google's brand new Gemma 4 family of models, which have been heavily optimized over the last few weeks. And the real kicker? Gemma 4 is completely open weight. We're talking Apache 2.0 license here. These are multimodal models, so text, image, audio, scaling up to roughly 31 billion parameters. They are laser-targeted at advanced reasoning and agentic workflows with huge potential for local edge deployment. Google is essentially handing developers a remarkably powerful cognitive engine for free. When you look at all these releases collectively, a very clear picture emerges. We are actively witnessing the great shift from simple experimentation to reliable execution. Whether it's GPT-5.5's high accuracy, Grok 4.3 following complex instructions, or Gemma 4's huge context window for local reasoning, the foundational layer of AI is truly growing up. These aren't just chatbots anymore. They are reliable cognitive engines. But of course, that begs a totally different question. What actually happens when developers put these hyper-reliable engines to work? Which brings us to section 2, our tools spotlight. Let's look at putting these models to work. We're seeing these foundational models integrated into everyday tools at a speed that is just breathtaking. The sheer variety is staggering. First up, the open-sourced Warp terminal is completely transforming how developers interact with command lines by baking AI right in. Second, cursor coding agents just got massive updates. They're leveraging these new foundational models to act as truly autonomous pair programmers. Third, and this is a massive leap, we're seeing crazy efficiency gains in physical AI and robotics, heavily driven by better chips and infrastructure. AI is literally stepping out of the screen and moving in the physical world. And fourth, AWS is rolling out AI agents that can directly operate virtual desktops. They are navigating interfaces, clicking and typing exactly like a human operator would. Wild, right? Let's transition to section 3, our VC and strategy deep dive. We are following the money. We really need to slow the pace down for a second and ask, who is paying for all this capability, and what is the end game for big enterprises? Let's go back to that provocative Wall Street hook from earlier. On May 5th, Anthropic unveiled 10 finance-specific AI agents. These are explicitly targeted at banks, insurers, asset managers, you name it. They plug directly into Claude tools to completely automate the heavy grunt work. We're talking autonomous review of complex financial statements, conducting dense KYC or Know Your Customer screenings, and even drafting complete pitch books, financial models, and credit memos from scratch. They can even handle compliance escalation. Anthropic is effectively deploying an entire army of tireless financial analysts directly into the enterprise sector. But to support armies of AI agents like these, the physical infrastructure you need is almost unfathomable. The projected 2026 AI infrastructure capital expenditure for big tech, it is reaching into the hundreds of billions of dollars. Meta, Microsoft, they're all aggressively jacking up their Capex forecasts for data centers and chips. The whole landscape is shifting. We're seeing evolving, much less exclusive ties between Microsoft and OpenAI. We're seeing new chip deals between Meta and Amazon, and we're seeing incredibly high valuations for new AI labs like Jeff Bezos' Project Prometheus. This infrastructure build-out is operating at an absolute fever pitch. But as you might expect, all that money and all that unprecedented power has finally triggered a massive regulatory hammer. Right around May 5th, a truly monumental agreement was reached. The new U.S. government pre-release safety reviews. Google, Microsoft, and xAI have all formally agreed to evaluate their new models with the U.S. government before they're ever released to the public. The consensus across the entire industry is crystal clear. This is a major policy shift toward more oversight. If you are a startup founder, an angel investor, or a VC, this directly impacts you. The Wild West days of training a massive model and just dumping it onto the internet, those days are ending. Navigating this new pre-release regulatory landscape and balancing rapid enterprise adoption with strict government oversight is going to be the defining strategic challenge of the next few years. Finally, Section 4, the so what. Let's talk about the agentic era. Okay, we have covered billion-parameter specs, autonomous junior bankers, hundreds of billions in server Capex, and new government oversight. It's time to translate all this chaos into one concrete concept you can take away. If you remember one thing from this explainer, it needs to be this definition: Agentic Systems. We are definitively moving past mere text generation. The era of the simple chatbot is over. Agentic systems are AI models that autonomously complete tasks, use complex tools, and achieve real multi-step workflows. We're seeing it with AWS desktop agents, we're seeing it with Anthropic's financial analysts, and crucially, we're seeing it democratized by open-source labs like DeepSeek and QN, who are pumping out incredibly cost-efficient alternatives to Western models. The age of reliable, deployable agentic AI is officially here. Which leaves us with one final, incredibly provocative question to ponder as we close out this week. With open-weight models like Gemma 4 and those highly capable systems out of Chinese labs driving so much momentum, will open-source cost efficiency ultimately defeat the massive, expensive, proprietary enterprise models? The battle lines are drawn, the government is watching closely, and the massive infrastructure is actively being built. Thank you so much for joining me to unpack all of this today. Stay focused, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next explainer.